Okay, so this is part of the series for the Leozak review. This is from like 88, and so I'd been thinking about it on what it would be best to call this guy, because he's not Hellbat. Let me just tell you that much. But he basically formed the left arm as Hellbat would, and aesthetically he basically looks like Doubledealer, but I don't want to call him Doubledealer. It doesn't work for me. So how to work it? So I've kind of come to the conclusion on trying to call him Stalker, which came from the European G1 figure series. He also is a Decepticon, and the function was originally as a communications expert for Stalker. And communications expert would mean you would have to be able to get communications easily, like Hellbat, because Hellbat was a accomplished spy. And essentially, Hellbat was very maniacal in the series, and a lot of people wanted him, considered him, thinking that he would have been a better suit as the leader for Leozak, and most of the time end up pissing off the leader, Leo Kaiser, I should say, and constantly pissed off Leozak. So yeah, this guy is I'm just gonna call Stalker, because he's a communications expert, which is in my idea would be a good way to say a spy who then gets the communications over to the information back over to his teammates, and essentially basically the same kind of figure. You have the little, you got the a transport portion and a giant missile. The missile detaches, and at first I didn't know exactly what to do with this, because you have this little nub here at the end of the thing, and I didn't realize that it's actually just small enough to actually fit into one of the the hands for the combined mode for Leo Kaiser. In fact, it also kind of it's a little too big to fit into one of the little notches here on the foot. I'm going to kind of go into some of my gripes of this figure, though, because it has its downfalls for sure. To transform it, you're going to want to start off by folding these back for now. I say for now because you'll see why. And you're actually going to want to pull the legs forward a bit so you can pull the legs out as far as they'll go. Get the head to come forward, or I should say flip back to normal, and gonna make me look like an ass, because usually when they're completely flipped out, but yeah, okay. So the problem, the biggest gripe with this figure is I'm surprisingly able to get him to stand right now, but at any slightest change in the wind or drop of a hat, this poor son of a gun keeps falling over. One of the other problems, you like doing that, don't you? But anyway, he probably would have a 360 in the arms if this giant thing didn't get in the way, and he's going to end up forming the left arm for this knockoff Leozak. And this is basically as much as I could really talk about it, because I don't want to ramble. But again, this is a knockoff. There isn't a whole lot I can really talk about it, because like a lot of knockoff combiners, people buy one of the figures, end up being from either a different team or just a different figure altogether, ends up just not being good. Like in this case, yeah, you can still pull off combining the darn thing, but it's got its moments. I don't know if I say I can hate it, but I definitely am not a huge fan of it. So I'm just going to go ahead and say this Grimlock Idiot signing out with only one more review before making Leo Kaiser. Take care.